Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Just Chat English podcast. I am Ashley, and I am really happy you are here with us today.
And I am Jack. Hi, everyone. Good to have you back for another episode.
This podcast is for English beginners. We speak slowly, and we use simple words so you can follow along easily. And if you do not understand everything, that is completely fine. Just rewind and listen again. Every time you listen, you understand a little more. Okay, Jack. Today we talk about something that every single person on this planet deals with at some point.
Things going wrong.
Yes, things going wrong. Plans falling apart, bad days, difficult moments, and how to stay positive through all of that.
And I want to say right at the start, staying positive does not mean pretending everything is fine when it is not.
Yes, that is really important because I think a lot of people hear stay positive and they think it means just smile and ignore your problems. And that is not what we mean at all. Staying positive is more about how you look at a situation, not about pretending the situation is not there. Exactly. You can acknowledge that something is hard and still choose to believe that it will get better. And being positive in that way takes real strength. It is not the easy option. Jack, tell me about a time when things went really wrong for you. Something real.
Okay. A few years ago, I was working really hard on a project at work. I put months of effort into it, and then it just did not work out. They canceled it completely.
Oh, that is really hard, especially when you put so much of yourself into something.
It was devastating at the time. I felt like all that work was for nothing, like I had wasted months of my life.
And what did you do? How did you handle it?
Honestly, the first few days, I did not handle it well at all. I was angry and frustrated, and I just wanted to complain about it to everyone.
And that is okay. I think that is a normal first reaction. You need to feel the disappointment before you can move past it.
Yes, and I think that is really important to say. You do not have to be positive immediately. Give yourself time to feel bad first.
Because if you try to be positive too quickly, it feels fake. And then you feel worse because you're not even being honest with yourself. Exactly. But after a few days, I started to ask myself, okay, what can I learn from this? What did I do well? What would I do differently next time? And that shift in the question changes everything. From why did this happen to me to what can I take from this? Yes, and when I looked at it that way, I actually found a lot of good things. I had learned new skills, I had worked with great people, I had pushed myself in ways I never had before. So even though the project failed, you did not fail.
Right, and that is a really important difference to understand. A setback is when something goes wrong and slows you down, but a setback is not the end of the story.
A setback is just a chapter, not the whole book.
I love that. Yes, it is just one chapter, and the next chapter is yours to write.
Ashley, what about you? What is a time when things went really wrong for you? For me, it was when I did not get a job I really wanted. I had done 3 interviews, I thought it went really well, and then I got the email saying they chose someone else.
That rejection feeling is so painful. especially when you wanted it so much.
It was painful, and my first reaction was to think there was something wrong with me. I am not good enough. I will never get a good job.
And that is such a common reaction, but it is so unfair to yourself.
Yes, because one rejection does not mean any of those things. It just means that one job at that one time was not the right fit.
But in the moment, it is hard to see that.
Very hard. Because when you are inside the bad feeling, it feels permanent. It feels like it will always be this way. And that is one of the most important things to remember when things go wrong. This feeling is temporary. It will not last forever. Yes, every bad situation has an end, even when you cannot see it yet.
Okay, everyone, quick break here. If you are enjoying this podcast, please like this video and subscribe to Just Chat English Podcast. It really helps other people find us, and it means a lot to us. And remember, if anything was unclear, just go back and listen again. No rush. Take your time.
Okay, so we talked about setbacks and how they feel. But what are some real practical things you can do to stay positive when life gets hard?
I think the first thing is to accept the situation. And accept means to let something be what it is, without fighting it, without wishing it was different.
And that sounds simple, but it is actually quite hard to do. Because when something bad happens, our first instinct is to resist it. To say, this should not be happening. This is not fair.
And that resistance actually makes you feel worse because you are fighting against something you cannot change.
Yes, the situation is what it is. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you can start thinking about what to do next.
It does not mean you have to be happy about it. It just means you stop spending energy fighting something that already happened.
And then you have more energy for actually moving forward.
Exactly. Acceptance is not giving up. It is being smart about where you put your energy.
Another thing that really helps me is being grateful. And grateful means you feel thankful for what you have in your life.
And this is hard to do when things are going wrong, because your brain naturally focuses on the problem, on what is missing or broken.
Yes, but if you make yourself look for things to be grateful for, even small things, it changes how you feel quite quickly.
Like, even on a really bad day, you can find something. I am healthy, I have food, I have people who care about me. The sun came out for a moment today.
And those things are real. They exist alongside the problem. And noticing them reminds you that your whole life is not the problem.
I started writing 3 things I am grateful for every morning, and it made a real difference to how I feel, especially on hard days.
It trains your brain to look for good things instead of automatically looking for problems.
And your brain finds what it is looking for. If you look for problems, you will find them everywhere. If you look for good things, you will find those too.
And the last thing I want to talk about is the ability to bounce back. And bounce back means to recover after something bad happens, to get back up and keep going.
And some people seem to bounce back faster than others. And I used to think that was just personality. Some people are just stronger.
But I think it is more of a skill. You can get better at bouncing back the more you practice it.
Yes. Every time something goes wrong and you get through it, you prove to yourself that you can handle hard things.
And that proof builds up over time. So the next time something goes wrong, you think, I have been through hard things before, and I got through them. I can get through this too.
It is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets.
And looking back at your own life and seeing all the hard things you already got through, that is actually really powerful.
Yes. you have a 100% track record of surviving your hard days so far. Every single one.
Every difficult thing you have ever faced, you got through it. You are here.
And that is worth remembering when the next hard thing comes.
Okay, let's do a quick recap of the words from today.
So we used positive, which means you focus on the good things, even when life is hard. And we talked about how being positive does not mean pretending everything is fine.
Then setback, which is something that goes wrong and slows you down, and how a setback is just one chapter, not the whole story.
Then accept, to let something be what it is without fighting it, and how acceptance gives you energy to move forward instead of wasting it on things you cannot change.
Then grateful, you feel thankful for what you have, and how looking for things to be grateful for, even on bad days, changes how you feel.
And finally, bounce back, to recover after something bad happens, and how every hard thing you have already survived is proof that you can handle what comes next.
Write in the comments, what do you do when things go wrong? How do you stay positive? Tell us in English. Just 1 or 2 sentences is perfect.
And if this episode helped you or made you feel a little better, share it with someone who might need it today.
If you liked this episode, please like this video and subscribe to Just Chat English podcast. It really helps us reach more people. Thank you so much for listening. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye, everyone. See you soon.
Bye, everyone.
Take care.